What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video, and today is going to be a unique video where we're actually going to be doing a real tier list, not just saying, oh, here's a bunch of units and that's not in order. Now, this tier list is in order, so people have told me, do your own thing, don't worry about what people say, so I will not. And if you get offended, you can go ahead and type that in the comment section down below. But this is a no fear tier list. I'm just gonna say what my opinion is, and I don't care. So if you disagree with it, go ahead and put that thumbs down button. If you do like these kind of tier lists, please give a like. It makes it help a lot. And if you're not subscribed already, there's about 66% of you that are not subscribed, but you're still watching my stuff. So if you consider clicking that red subscribe button down below, just so you can find my videos a little bit more, that'd be great. So let's get into it. Remember, guys, that these are going to be in order from 7 to 1, by the way. So starting at number 7, Warrior of Light Bartz. Now he might be at the bottom, but he's the weakest in terms of roll compression. Remember, guys, this is a roll compression tier list. So in terms of roll compression, he's at the bottom, not because he's a weak chain or anything like that, just because his roll compression is not better than the other ones. So he can be a limit burst finisher. He has some wind support where he can give wind element boost, and also you can imbue wind to everybody, and also all those kind of things. And like chaining, he can help support in dark vision and things like that. And also he's a buffer with his limit burst. So number 7 spot is going to be Warrior of Light Bartz, because he has a lot of things. He can be a limit burst finisher, he can be a chainer, he can be a buffer if you really want him to be. You can be a wind support, wind imbuer, things like that. So number 7, Bartz. Coming at number 6 is going to be Gibraltar. Now Gibraltar's been off for a while, so I kind of I know where he's going to be in this. I already know where he's going to be on the list, and in comparison to other people on this list, he's still does not have the biggest roll compression. It just is okay. Cover, auto provoke, bolting strike, star destroy chaining frames, and also he has dark imbue, by the way, and dark imperil, so that's pretty good. And mitigation support, so he has some mitigation in his kit. So I don't know why I'm reviewing him like no one knows about him. I think everybody knows about him by now. So yeah, Gibraltar, physical tank provoker, but also can be a chainer if you need him to be. The biggest flaw is that he runs out of triple cast in his normal form, where you kind of want him to be for the most part. So that's about it for number 6, and moving on to number 5 is going to be Neovision Lock. He's a top tier breaker. He has top tier breaks, 90% attack and magic in his limit burst. He can be a fire chainer, fire imperiler, fire imbuer for everybody. He can be auto provoke dodge unit, because he has auto provoke already, or draw chance, whatever you want to call it. And he has some evasion in his kit as well, so it's pretty good. And he has some, good chaining as well, stuff like that. And also he can be a finisher in his limit burst in his normal form, but I wouldn't. It's not like it's gonna be like amazing damage. You're only using because he doesn't have anything else to do, and you want to use the 90% break anyways. So you can use it active as a finisher if you really want to. That's why I put that there. That's why I put it in quotation marks. So number 5 is going to be Locke. He's quite good, but there's better. We have number 4 is going to be Savior of Souls Lightning. So this is my term. This is not really how she's probably going to be used, but this is my prediction, that she's going to be like a magic provoker, where there'll probably be some strong single target magic hits, and she has some ways of making herself resistant to certain elements and being able to draw magic attacks to herself and stuff like that. Probably would be probably nice, like if you need a physical cover but if there's a lot of single target magic attacks, she'll be really good in that role. She's also a TJ chain with a 6 times cap if you have her STMR, or a 600%. So she starts out as 500%, or 5 times instead of 4 times because of one of her passives. So what her STMR gives her is allows her to get that 6 times cap, or 600%, because it gives 100%. So very good. Also, she's a breaker and mage in her brave shift form, not too bad. And she's a lone verse chainer in both forms, I guess, but really more so the normal form. And also she has bolting strike and AoE frames, so that means that she's a varied kind of unit. So lightning, very good, very good roll compression. Has a lot of things in her kit that you can go with, and also the sprite. I think everybody likes the sprite. So yeah, moving on to number 3. I know this is going to be really crazy that I'm even putting her as number 3, but it was hard between the top 3 as most tier list are. But I had to put Paris here because she has the weakest in terms of what comparison to the other 2 provide. So evoke finisher and physical finisher, very nice. So she can be 2 different kind of fronts of being a finisher if you need her to be either or, pretty good. Breaker in a physical chain or brave shift form, and she has the zone effects for being a support where for the most part magic damage is increased if you use her summons. She has 3 summons she can summon, and just like Terra. So yeah, she has a lot of other things like chaos wave chaining and things like that. It's not too interesting, but it's there. So yeah, she's a breaker, DPS, finisher, all the things you need on that breaker roll, because a lot of times when you're breaking, you're not having to do anything else. So very good as the number 3 spot. And now is number 2. And I know this is going to maybe surprise some people that may not know anything about the JP side currently and are just watching this now. Gilgamesh is insanely good as a Neovision Awakened unit. He had a lot of things going for him, including he has 5 break dodge moves. 5. Count them. 5. So he's a multi-conditional role in that situation already. Full-time breaker in DPS, he has multiple breaks that he can use. He has a break while chaining. He has I think one of them is a finisher, 1-hit move, type 10 cannon frames, and also AMOE frames, bolting strike frames, and star strike frames. That's a lot of chaining, guys. And of course, as I think most people draw to, is he has an Omni Imperil, which means all of elements imperiled by 120%. That's really amazing. That makes him go with any, considering that he has so many chaining frames. And by the way, Gravity Cannon is coming back. There were several chainers in the newest banner on the JP side that have Gravity Cannon frames, so it's coming back. And the Omni Imperil is really good. So that's the number 2 spot. But how could anything beat that, guys? How could anything beat that? And by the way, you should probably be surprised that there even is a Neovision Awakened in this list, comparing them to Neovision base units. And the first is going to be a Neovision Awakened unit, Eurasia. Now, maybe if you've been paying attention to my videos, this may not be a surprise to you, but she has so many things going for her for being our first actual support that does only support and that's it. So she's a top tier buffer, and she has a lot of really good mitigation. She can be a healer in some trials. I've done that before myself. AoE killers, very nice. I bring her for that. Definitely bring her for that. And she has perfect dispel AoE, very nice. And also she can support limit burst damage dealers. For example, those thirsty boys of those tag units need a lot of limit burst crystals, and she can do that. She can help with that. So if there's anything a support needs to do, it's Eurasia. So yeah, she will be taking the number 1 spot in this tier list, guys. Remember, guys, this is tier list. This is number 7 to 1, so 7 being the worst in terms of this, and number one being the best, of course. So Eurasia is the number 1. Do you guys agree with this list? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Or would you place them in order in comparison to yours? Or maybe if you knock some people off and put something else on. Remember, guys, this is a roll compression tier list, not anything else. This is not a DPS. Obviously, Garage is not a DPS. This is not anything else. This is only for roll compression. In case you don't know what that means, a unit that can do more than one thing. So, I guess I should have said that at the very beginning. Sorry about that. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video. And if you like this video, make sure to type down below #tier list. And I may make more if this video is successful, because this does take quite a bit of time and I could be doing other things. So people keep telling me that they want to see tier lists. I'm gonna make this one. I'm gonna see how it goes. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.